Hi, everyone. Welcome. I am coming to you on a weird day if you are a part of my page. And if it's not a weird day, if I am coming to you for Stampin' Cross Country. Today is Scrapbook Sunday. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Cheryl Wright. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from northeastern Montana. And if you're catching us today, it is a scrapbook kind of day. I am going to teach you how to do an entire album in under an hour, I hope. The kicker is it's a mini album, and there are so many reasons why you could do a mini album. You could do it for an event. You could do it for a grandchild, a grandparent. You could do it just as something small, as a memento from something that you cherish. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I am recording this today because I had a family event that I was asked to attend, and I decided I would do that and record this. So I will be in and out of the chat as I can, but I will not be talking to you as I go because this is a recording. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, let me get my other camera up and going. And let me get this and this. I've got my camera up a little higher because, of course, we're going to make our own album, and you need to know how to do it. And it's going to take a 12 by 12 sheet of paper. And I wanted you to be able to see the whole surface. So this is the album that we're going to make. It's very plain. This is my prototype. Elizabeth Belleville, I believe it is, showed us how to do this, and I think I did it her way. If she sees this and it's not her way, she can let me know. Otherwise, this is the album we're going to create, and it is a very fun little project. So we're going to go ahead and get started. This is where we're headed. Let me show you. I have everything set aside. Let me show you where we're headed. So you take a 12 by 12 sheet of paper. And even though I'm not live, you can still say hello in the comments and welcome everybody. All right. So you're going to take a 12 by 12 sheet of paper. I'm going to explain it, and then I'm going to do it. So once you have taken your 12 by 12 piece of paper, you're going to score it at 4 and 8. And I don't have those marked down, but I will do that. So we're going to score at 4 inches and 8 inches. And then you're going to score at 6 inches across. So 4, 8, and then 6. All right. This one, you're going to go down 3 inches. All right. Once you've scored it, you're going to fold all the creases. I know. You're going to cut here, as you can see, but I will mark it right there just in case you're taking a screenshot for something. Cut. And this one you can see very easily that you have to cut this one right here. All right. Now you can also see I mentioned that you're going to have to trim this a little bit more right here. All right. Okay. So to make the little album, you fold this up and glue it, and you glue here. The squiggle lines are glue. Let me remove my my overlay. It is Stampin' Cross Country. You put your glue here, and then you fold this up. This is folded up and glued, and this goes back, this goes front, and there's our album. Kind of cool, isn't it? So what you want is to make sure is that whatever paper you want on the front, you can use a 12 by 12 sheet of two-toned cardstock. You could use regular cardstock. It might be a little bulkier, but that would be fine. You would just know that going in that it's a little bulkier. Or I'm going to use a piece of Designer Series paper, DSP. So that is where we're headed. One last time, I'll get it all in the camera and take my hands away, and you can take a screenshot if you would like. All right, you can always pause it and come back to it later if you want. So I'm going to set this just over to the edge for a minute. Today, we're all products from the Extraordinary Life suite. This is the DSP and the sticker sheet. You can also get, I had a craft lunch. You can also get the scrapbook kit. And this is what my colleagues that have gone before me today have used, is this. So there you go. So this comes with a sticker sheet and a pack of the paper, and we're going to use several sheets of that. Love the stickers, so we're going to be using some of those. I also used, in which direction did I put it? I used the dies and the stamp set of Extraordinary Life that also go with this. So this is the whole suite. And I am pulling a couple other products in that I will tell you as I go. So let me tuck these back into the pile I have to my left. And we're going to put these over here. And I'm going to grab this sheet. I had a hard time choosing which paper to use because I have to like both sides. And I'm not a big black and white person with the paper, but I decided that I could jazz up that if I wanted to. But I do want this to be the cover of my album. So as you can see on this one, the cover is what you're going to see later. So right now I need to have the paste, the side up. Yes, the side up that I want for my cover. There, I said it. I want the side up that I want for my cover. And if this goes all wrong, then you'll be the one that will witness it. All right. Yes. So see, when I fold that up, it's going to be perfect. All right. Let me get back to my job. I'm going to grab my score tool. My scoreboard. I don't use this very often, but I should use it more. Now with DSP, remember, push, but don't try to get through the whole paper. So like I said, we're going to score it 4. And I went off track just a little bit. And 8. And then we're going to turn it 90 degrees and we're going to score it at 6. All right, I have those. So 4, 8, 6. Okay, let me tuck that around the corner. Now I have this 3 across. My 6-inch line is there. This line down here is where we're going to fold up, put that away. So we're going to cut here and we're going to cut here. So let me grab my trimmer. This is not easy to see, is it? I have this. So see, we're cutting. We're going to cut right here. And then I'm going to show you how to do this over here. We're going to cut this here. Even though I did it right, I want to make sure that gets lined up in that tray so I don't have a lot of issues. Oh, perfect. Okay. And then I'm going to go to the 4-inch. Yep, got it to the 4. All right, so that's as far as I'm going with this. Okay. Now I'm going to go from the bottom down here up to the 6-inch line. Now, this time I'm going to go over a smidgen. I'm not going to go on my line. My line is right here. I know you can't see that dot well. I did put it there. I'm going to go a smidgen to both sides of my dot. So I'm going to go a smidgen, and I'm going to go all the way down to the 6. Excuse me. Stampin' Cross Country mug. We had the best week. Today is this is the end. I am the last one. Go to this side of the little dot and cut to 6. And then we have about 1/8 of an inch, maybe less than that. And we're just going to take a pair of snips. And trim. Excuse me. All right, now while I have the trimmer, let me pull this back in for you. So we cut this piece. This is the piece that we just cut down here. I'm going to go down 3 inches, and I'm going to trim this piece off here. I'm going to flip it over just so I can get my paper on my trimmer best. Now this piece you could trim longer or however you wanted to. I just went 3 inches. And then this is something you can use for the project later. And we're done with the trimmer. That's all the trimming, unless you want to add frames and mats or whatever else to your project. Now let me get it back to where I want. Okay, like I said, this is going to be the front of my book. So you have it facing up while you're doing your folds. Next, I'm going to use a punch, and I'm going to punch, basically it's just kind of a grab hole. So you have something, place to get in to get things, and it's kind of fun to look at, right? And then I'm going to do one directly opposite that place across from this right here. Words are hard today, and I don't know why. Probably because I've been living in my craft room doing Stampin' Cross Country events. Oh, we decided on our next one. October 3rd. 2nd, 3rd, 4th. The Saturday is the 3rd. So mark that on your calendar. And when registration opens, plan to join us. All right, now we're going to fold it. Like I said, we're going to put tape here, tape glue here and here and here and here. I use tear and tape for this kind of stuff. So here we go. So tear and tape here. And I want to go as close to the edge. Now this edge actually is optional, because if you wanted your pocket to stay open, you could do that. I am going to keep mine all intact. So this is a little spare piece of tape that I probably should have just thrown away. Oh, I have another one here I may as well use. Look at that. They look like they kind of went together. All right. Got to use up all the good stuff, right? All right. Get it over. All right. So I have tape here and here. Now I'm going to put tape here and here. And yes, I'm being weird with my tape today. Sometimes I find it's easier just to do little pieces than big. Now, before we fold these up, I need to crease some edges. I did not crease everything yet, so we're going to do that, which is fine because now my tape is just ready to go. So all the folds, line them up. And crease. So the tools are very minimal as to what you need for this scrapbook. And I do have some fun pictures to share with you, but the purpose is to show you how to make a fun little scrapbook. So I'm going to go this way, line it up. I'm going to make it go this way because you want those to open and shut well. And this way. Last time I got to do the mini album at the end too. I kind of like it. And I do have that one to share with you. I'll try to remember to share that with you. And if you want to see how that one was made, you can go back either in the Stampin' Cross Country public videos or the Craft with Cheryl videos. All right, I think I've got everything kind of, and I can do more as I go along. Right? All my creases have been creased every which way they can be creased. Maybe this middle one, so we'll do the middle one. And it is ready to go. All right, there we have it. So now we're going to take the tear and tape. Let me take your pick tool and pull the tear and tape up and off. And up and off. Oops. I am not getting the top. Go to the other end. And we're going to pull this up. Line it up. That's why you want to do all your folds ahead of time. So even if it goes a little bit ahead of you, it's good. All right. So it is sealed here and here. These parts are open. Actually, this is your cover right here. All right. Now this one, we're going to do the same. Get all my 82 little pieces off here that I was trying to use up. Got to be frugal, you know, with this stuff. Ha, ha, ha. I know where I can get more. All right. And, oh, I forgot to do something. No, I think I did. Okay. Yeah, I forgot I did make that wedge there already. I was thinking, oh, I ended up taking a little bit more out of this one, but that's all right. The only reason you do that is because when this comes together, sometimes there's too much paper right there. But this page, actually, you can have it go this way, or you can have it go this way. You get to pick which way you want it to go. But here is the cover and the back. And we've made our album. So this, and then this, and this opens. Or you can have it go open that way or open it this way. And it'll all come together very soon. All right. Okay. Let me get all my tear and tape put aside. I have made a few things ahead of time. So the stamp set has some things there. I made some frames. I don't know what I'm going to use. If you hang out with me at all, it's usually you're crafting live with me because that's who I am. I kind of go by this, fly by the seat of my pants. Craft with Cheryl. And that's what you do. So there we have a bunch of things here. I have some other things. This one. Oh, where's my booklet here? I cut this one to go in this one. And because it's from the same pack of paper, it all coordinates very, very nicely. All right, so we have stuff. And we have a whole sheet of stickers that we can use. All right, so, and I am doing my album once again about on stage. So you get to see on stage. Now this doesn't go this way, so I might have it go this way. And my cover photo might work just well with that. And it's going to be this one. This is actually from the event. So that is my cover. I might have to trim my photo up just a smidgen, but that is okay. And we're going to do one more thing. So we may as well start with the cover, right? Because if I don't get anything else done, I can at least show you the cover. So I'm going to trim this down just a little bit more. So it fits. I don't have to have a white border. Sometimes I leave the white border just so I can write on it, as you'll see in just a minute. But this time I'm going to get rid of my white border. I am going to add these two, and Stampin' Up! Is very good about giving us what colors go with things. So if you look at the back of our paper, it tells you what colors coordinate. But sometimes if you look at the Stampin' Up! Colors, you see one that they didn't list, and you might own the supply that they didn't list. So this is actually ribbon that is already retired, but it is a color that I thought went well with it. It is Strawberry Slush. Maybe it isn't retired. It's a current color, but anyway, I thought it went with that color. So that's what we're using. So I am going to go ahead, and maybe I should not do this right now. Maybe I'll wait. But we're going to have it planned since I started it, because I don't know if I want to chase the ribbon for the rest of the time. All right, so we're going to do, so we have the cover planned. There we go. The cover is planned, and we're going to put that together after a little bit. So there's the cover. So knowing that, I'm going to set these aside so I don't have to chase them around. And when I say, where is it? Reminding me it's to the right. Oh, wait a minute. You're not live with me. I'm used to you guys being with me live. All right. So we can put the ribbon aside and we can go ahead and get started. So I have on stage and me. So the next thing we can add is more things. So my top 5, I don't know. Yep. Maybe my top 5 will go right here. Maybe. And then I have all kinds of pictures. Now people ask me how I got my pictures so small. I could have just done one picture in each one of these things, but I chose to do their contact sheets from my printer. They're not the best, but you know what? They will do just fine. So my top 5, seeing friends on stage. We went to Catalina Island. We were in Long Beach. My 100,000 walk and traveling. I love to travel and I love to see my people. So I have that to go somewhere. And so since seeing friends is my top, this might be my seeing friends. My seeing friends page. I'm usually more of a chronological girl, but we're going to go this route. All right, so these are some of my friends. And you recognize them, I bet. Cindy, Marcy, me, and Marion. Barb was unable to travel with us or meet us there. And this is Shelly. She is the founder of Stampin' Up. She and her sister founded it. So I have my pictures sorted into friends. That might, okay, the little ones are going to have to go other places. Huh. What else could I do? Look at, I have more. Okay, these are more friends. These are the 100,000 walk. Oh, and that was the snowstorm I came back to. I didn't know if it was going to make it in here or not. So let's pick these up and let's see if they would do better on the next page, because I have a choice. Oh, look at that. Maybe this is where the friends go. Remember, I've got 4-inch dividers here. There we go. Now I still have too many friends pictures. Isn't that sad? I have too many friends. Anyway, what I can do is I can add a little flip flap. These are 3 by 3. None of the other ones are going to work. So I can add a little 3 by 3 flip flap. And I can add a picture in here or 2, and that will take up a space right there. All right. So we're going to add it. Where's my cut? Oh, it's on the front. Okay. I'm actually going to add it kind of down lower. And you just pull the adhesive off and it goes right in. I think I might matte these pictures a little bit. I can write on the bottom. I left this white. And I just printed on Stampin' Up! White cardstock. And I can write on that in a minute and put it down in here. And I can flip it over and do that one. Oh, I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to grab a second one right here. And I can add it directly on top, or I can go up a little. It doesn't matter. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to go up a little. And there I have it. So the ones I want to show, Long Beach, it's going to be front. And then this can be my little stack. And I want it to be upright. So it's going to be upside down. And then this one's going to be upside down. And then this one. And then this one can go right down here. And we're going to go ahead and tack that down. And again, I'm going to use some tear and tape. I might also grab some tape runner. How's my time? Hey, I'm doing all right on time. So you might ask what we are doing for our afternoon adventure with my family. We are going to the Fort Peck Summer Theater to see Footloose. Tonight is its last night, so we had to figure out how to pull it off. All right, so I'm going to put this here. The top 5, I'm going to put seeing friends, because the only time I see my friends, besides on video, is when we go to these conferences. So my top 5 is right there. I might not even use some of these, or I might add more flip-flops. Like I said, craft with Cheryl. So I'm going to go ahead and grab some tape runner. And if I haven't said it already, thank you, Elizabeth, for showing us this album. I figured out how to do it from screenshots. So, like I said, I hope I got it right. So these are some of my other friends. This is Cheryl and Aaron. And you know Marcy if you do Stampin' Cross Country with us. And Marion, oh, you already saw Marion in there. Okay. Awesome. Okay. And my top 5 is Seeing Friends is number 1. So I am not going to add any dimensionals to this because of all the different layers. I want it to be relatively flat. Top 5, Seeing Friends, On Stage. All right. And 100,000. That could be, this is the back. All right. So then we have our second layout that we can do on the inside. So we need to do Catalina Island. So I marked on this that the insert could be about 5.5 by 5 1/4. So I cut this. So see, you can put something right in there. Ta-da! So, I have our 100,000 walk. Maybe that'll go on here. No, I could also use flip flaps on here. Oh, wow! All right, I know I'm getting way excited about this. Or I could do it over here. And this is going to be a little narrower, so I measured it, and using tear and tape, it's about 3 1/4. And maybe a little bit narrower. 3. Let's make it 3. So if it's 3, a flip flap is probably not going to work really well right there. All right. Now, when I scrapbook, let me tell you about scrapbooking. I started with Stampin' Up! With scrapbooking. I was scrapbooking my friends and family and decided that I loved their products and I would become a demonstrator, mostly for the discount, but some of my friends were into it too, so we could, do it together. And then I have twins and a son that's older than my boy-girl twins. And life got busy and I stopped scrapbooking, and then Stampin' Up! Kind of stopped scrapbooking. They kind of always had something, but it was never as good. And then lately they have gotten back into it. So fast forward, trying to get back into it again. So let's look at Catalina Island. Let me move Catalina Island over here. I have, so these are Catalina. No, that's Long Beach. I printed way too many pictures, but that's okay. Then you have choices. Oh, yeah. And this is down at the pier in Long Beach. And then I have On Stage. And I made some scissor charms. That's usually what I use for my swap is scissor charms. This is an oldie goldie. Anyway, all right, so this is what I have. I have a lot. So maybe we'll put Catalina Island on here, and then I'll put more inside because I loved going to Catalina Island. Have you ever been? It was really fun. Anyway, back to my scrapbooking. When I scrapbook, it's all about the pictures. Photography is still something I truly enjoy. And I just don't print the pictures and use them, but it's all about the pictures. So I kind of covered up my hole there, but it's okay. So doing that, then this piece can go in here. I'm going to trim it. Oh, it's fine. All right. And I'm going to put some pictures on this part. So I have it in the sand, but you can't really read it. We had Cindy's friend Vito with us. That guy stood for pictures forever. And I'm just going to pick out some good ones. Okay, Catalina Island. Oh, this one is fun because it says the Wrights. And so I have a house there. I need to go visit, right? So Catalina Island. We'll do the pictures on this one. I'm not down too far, am I? Ah. And I'm throwing stuff on the floor. All right, so we're going to use this one. Actually, we're going to put it on the back. Back, front, whatever. And my friends are going to get to be on front. Because it's all about the people. And apparently it's all about putting your picture on upside down. So guess what? We're having it that way now. And that just worked out fine. We did see fur seal, I think, in the water. That was fun. You had to be fast though, because it did not stick around very long. All right, and then we're going to put the 4 of us and the 3 of us. I don't know where Vita was for this one. This is with the Catalina Ferry. We always try to go on our trips for our conferences, either the day and go a day early or stay a day longer or more. And so this time we were all there, probably a day and a half before we needed to be. And we went to Catalina Island, which was so much fun. All right, so then this is going to go in here in that little pocket. There's that. And then this is the Long Beach Pier. We had fun there. We went to Tequila Jack's a couple times. We do like our margaritas. We don't over imbibe, but we do like our margaritas. And they had beautiful, beautiful marina. And they're getting all mixed up. All right, so these are Catalina Island. I'm probably not going to use those, although I do love a good seagull. And this is the pier. This is Long Beach. This is the first picture we got. We were the first 2 there. And we went down, and we were both exhausted. If you know us, you know why. We like to stay up and hang out way too long. How can I do this? That sunset was so gorgeous that night. So down at the pier, Tequila Jack's. Marcy's in that one too. So maybe we won't use these for now. Marion has a crown on in the pictures because she was celebrating her 20 years as a demonstrator. And so not to mention, she just likes to wear her crown. So this was down at the Long Beach Pier. And we stayed right by it. So we would just walk down to the pier. And then this is Catalina Island. And then this can be the 100,000. Cindy and I both sold $100,000 worth of products in the same time frame. And so we both got to walk across the stage and celebrate that occasion together. So there we have that. How am I doing on time? Hey, I'm still doing all right on time. I'm excited. All right. So this was our goofy stance as we walked across the stage. And I don't know that I need all the pictures. This is us just later. I can chop that one down. Okay. I left the bottoms in case I wanted to write on there. But I don't know that. I mean, yeah, we are goofy. All right. How am I going to put this on? That will fit. Ooh, the colors are nice. Maybe I'll put it up higher. This would be a great pocket for tickets or any other kind of memorabilia. All right, I'm going to put that on there before I change my mind. And this is just more of that same pack of paper. So with one pack of paper, you could make a lot of these albums. So there's that. I'm going to write on it. I'm going to use the scrapbooking pen from Stampin' Up. $100,000 milestone. And if you were one of those people that helped me get there, thank you so very much. If you want to be one of those people for my next milestone, you're very welcome to come on board. All right. Yep. So I'm going to go ahead and trim this one off. Actually, I'm not even going to get my scissors out, my trimmer out. I'm just going to, I can cut straight if there's a guide, and then it'll fit down there better. So we had fun. We got to do it together. Someday we're hoping to earn the trip together. We'd love all of our Stampin' Cross Country people to do that with us. That would be the trip of a lifetime. All right, so then we're going to put this in here. Okay, that works. And then I can add, I might just add me. I already have Cindy, so I'll just add me on the back. And then I can do a little journaling or something else. I'm going to put it right in the middle. All right. It's always important to journal so people know you remember. If you're like me, you're forgetting things as we go. So it's nice to put it in there and write on it. And it's great to use your own handwriting. Okay. I'm going to put down here Long Beach Pier. Oh, we have nasty weather again today. I guess it's sunny at least. And then I have a spot right here. All right, I think I'm done putting pictures in. Oh, but on stage is important to me too. I think I might trim that, and I might put that right there. Because I am at the level of leadership, I get to attend special things, and that's important to me. I enjoy on stage plus, they call it. I enjoy being in the leadership category. I have a small but mighty team, and you're always welcome to join that too. Stampin' Up's going to start a new starter. It's not a starter kit special. It's just a program for new demonstrators. And it starts on Tuesday evening in the United States. I know it's a little wonky. It actually starts at the beginning of July, but they're going to start a little early. I'm going to move that to the side and put that there. I'm done with all my pictures. Now we're going to jazz it up. Like I told you, some people start with the jazz and then add the pictures. I start with the pictures and then I add the jazz. All right, and we do have to do the cover still. All right, there's those pictures. So here's my album. So far, front, we have a plan. Pretty cool, isn't it? Yes. I think this is an awesome one. Okay, I have odds and ends. What was I going to put on? Okay, what are my choices of the stickers? That would be, how about Happy Times? Would Happy Times fit right there? Not quite. You make the ordinary extraordinary. And that's what my friends do. And I'm going to use it to cover up that adhesive for flip flops. You make the ordinary extraordinary, and it all coordinates. All right. I got more stuff here. I could do Oh Happy Day. I need something down here. Oh Happy Day. Oh Happy Day. I want to sing the song now. But if I do that, then I get in trouble with music rights. Oh Happy Day. There's no place for words on that one. I need to write on here Catalina Island, though. And then I could put something here. How about a nice butterfly? And put something here. Just love this. Shelly is such a humble person. And we wouldn't have, none of us would know each other. None of us would be where we are doing what we love without Cindy starting something so long ago. So there's that. There's that. Oh, I was going to put something maybe on the back here. And we might do celebrating. Yeah. I'm not going to put a door. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I have a stamp set that I think has something I want to use. Okay. So the stamp set has all kinds of fun stuff. One fine day. Should have left more room on this. Haha. Sometimes if you don't push down hard on it. I think I'm going to go up with it. And I know I'm off camera. I'm sorry. So we're going to put this up, and then one fine day. This will work. Okay, I made this. And I made this all for these two to work together. So let's just go ahead and make them work together. One fine day. If you were a part of Stampin' Cross Country, this is the one I used for one of my alternates for my last card, was the One Fine Day stamp. And I'm going to use the pink girl needs strawberry sliff. Got it added in a couple places, right? All right, and this is just the square out of there. Ooh, that's kind of blobby. So then you turn it over. And I'm going to stamp it off. And then I'm going to try it again. Ooh, I don't like either one of those. I will use that one. And I can always redo it later if I want to. I don't want to take the time to recut something. This reminds me of the Friends frame. There, one fine day. All right. I'm going to go ahead and put this on and leave enough room. I don't mind if it covers up part of the picture. I'm going to use some glue dots. We're trying to keep these videos to an hour, so thank you for bearing with me. And I think we're going to make it. I will show you my last time scrapbook, just how it was made. So in case you want to explore another mini album, you will have that resource as well. All right, it looks like 3 or what's going to be on there. I won't do that one up on top. And put it down before I was ready. Line it up with the square. And there we go. One fine day. Now, bring this back in. And, oh, I have a little pull tab. Oh, I have an open ink pad. That could be dangerous. I have a little pull tab. What did I do with it? There it is. I blend it in. I'm going to take a piece of narrow tear and tape. This one came from a kit, but you could also take your tear and tape and slice it down lengthwise and end up with a narrow strip for the edge of this. And then just take the paper backing off the page, and I'm going to put this on here so you know to pull it out. Now I could put one over here as well, but my paper in here is pretty narrow, so I don't know. I guess I could do just a really small one that lines up mostly with it. I'll do that. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing. But I'm going to go from the back because I have that option with this one. And I'm off camera. I'm sorry. So basically, you make the album and you just jazz it up to the best of your ability. And I'm going to put this over so it barely hangs out. But just so people can understand, if they ever look at my album, that it just pulls out right there. I might even put words on there at some point, because right now it kind of covered it up, didn't it? All right, we're going to change our mind on that one. And we're going to go maybe from the back. So get it in there. It's kind of covering up Catalina Island, but that's okay. I will fix it in a little bit. It's just going to be frustrating. So we're going to take that one off, and I may or may not fix that. So if you see pictures with it in there, you'll know it worked. And we can add some flowers. Got to add some more bling to our, you got to love, gotta use the flowers, right? And there were flowers. It was so beautiful there. All right, what do we have here? Ooh, stars. I didn't realize those were stars. I thought it was a flower blob. And I do have to write who this is, so I'm not going to block all this down here. And you just got to love the scrapbook kits because you can just go all hog wild with it. All right. This one, I'm going to use one of my ampersands. Where? I don't know. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I will not use it. I have the back cover I can use too. Right now we're going to do the cover and we're going to call it done. So I'm going to go ahead and add this ribbon to my book and make sure it's flat all around. You know the drill. This should be such a fun album. If you can make a card, you can make this. So there. All right, so I'm going to put that over on the side. Then on stage is going to go here. So I need to put that on. And I'm going to use tear and tape. And like I said, this was part of the placemats for our crafting days. So I bring them home in case I ever want to use them. And guess what? This time I did use it, right? So hauling all that stuff home really helps. It's important to haul that stuff home. All right. And it doesn't fit the wide. It doesn't fit going across. So it has to fit sideways. But it's a great title page. I did not put adhesive there. And then we're going to put a picture of me with the Stampin' Up sign. And same thing. If you make one of these albums, I would love to see it. Please share it with me somehow. You can find all my links at craftlesscheryl.com, including my email. And like I said, Stampin' Cross Country is a virtual scrapbooking event, not scrapbooking, a virtual stamping event with some scrapbooking on the last day. Anyway, we just concluded our summer retreat, and our fall retreat is October, the first weekend in October 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. And the Scrapbook Sunday events are free, but the rest of the weekend is a paid event. Actually, week. We have been stamping and playing games and having a ball for the week. So maybe we'll put a sticker or two on here. And we'll put a flower. I don't know. There's all kinds of things to use. I could put a border, but this paper does a lot of the heavy lifting. And I could put the happy times back here. But I think for now I'm going to leave the back blank. Say that 6 times fast. All right. So that is my completed album. And I did it in just under an hour. Let me show you. This one was last time's. So if you are interested in learning about this one, how to make this one, that is a video on either the Stampin' Cross Country YouTube channel or the Craft with Cheryl YouTube channel. One more time, in case you want to grab the template for this, is this right here. There you go. And this is what you get with it. So thank you so much for joining me. We all appreciate you joining us for Stampin' Cross Country and for hanging out with us in general. Have a great rest of your weekend, and I will see you hopefully on Tuesday. Bye-bye.